Hey, Thomas, good to see you. Today we are talking about two pros and two cons of target date funds. They are a very popular option for passive investors, but it's important to know the pros and cons. So let's start at the beginning. What is a target date fund?
Yeah, it's essentially a mutual fund or asset allocation fund that allows an individual to pick a date when they're going to retire. The fund changes over time, essentially. It can go from more of an aggressive fund to a more conservative fund as they draw closer to their actual retirement age.
All right. And I want to break down some of those pros and some of the cons. I think the first one, like you mentioned, is just kind of simplicity, right?
Mhm.
I plug in my retirement date and I'm done.
Absolutely, and a lot of maybe newer investors, and maybe they have a limited knowledge of how to invest. It makes it a lot easier for them to just plug and play. They pick a date. The fund is, maybe an 80-20, 60-40, however they're designed in regards to their risk profile, and the fund is basically set to go. Mhm.
Mhm. And the second pro here, tinkering prevention. What does that mean?
Yeah, so essentially, as the market changes, you're not going in there making allocation changes because the fund is already set up how it is. So it allows for a client to just kind of, like I said, plug and play. They don't have to worry about making allocation changes because the fund is already built to do that for them
Mhm.
inside.
And minimize all those behavioral decisions that we like to do, right?
You got it.
And now let's break down some of the cons, which is one size does not necessarily fit all, especially when bonds, as we've talked about many times this year, Thomas, bonds
Right.
are not performing well.
Right. That 60-40 portfolio, as everybody's been hearing, it's not performing in the way that it has in the past. So one size doesn't fit all. And especially as things happen in life and as you become more sophisticated as an investor, you may not want to be in that allocation, or you may want exposure to other options that are available to invest in to get you some more returns versus what a targeted fund may get.
Mhm. And the last con here, not seeing the whole picture. As you mentioned, this target date funds just rely on that one variable, which is your expected retirement date.
Right. And things change, right? People's incomes change. You may that retirement date may be pushed out. There may be other things that come up along the way. Your goals may change. So looking outside of a targeted fund may be an option for you as well. So not just being locked into that target or to that date of retirement may not be, like I said, one size fits all for every client. So.
Mhm.
mm.
Well, if somebody has some questions about their target date funds or maybe even moving their money out of a target date fund, Thomas, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, they can reach me at on my website, Martin Heritage Group LLC.com. They can also shoot me an email at info at Martin Heritage Group LLC.com, and they can give me a call at 651-503-6064, or they can reach me on pretty much all social media platforms at Martin Heritage Group.
All right, Thomas, thank you.
Thank you.